Hello everyone, Red Train Boy here, and I received another shipment from Matt. Shout out to Matt again. So now we're going to open the box just like last time. But here's the catch. Everything is different inside. So as you can see, everything is in bags with a picture labeling what is inside. We're first going to take a look at Annie and Clarabelle. Here's a funny thing. I actually had to spray paint and get some nails from Ace Hardware store for these two. I used Rust-Oleum's Fire Orange to spray paint the bodies and Rust-Oleum's Canyon Black to spray paint the chassis and wheels, just in case you want the exact colors. So we're first going to take a look at Annie. I think she's pretty cool. Nothing on the bottom though. I printed her name and taped it on the side. Here's her face. I used Craft Square's white marker and a Sharpie, a black Sharpie to get the decals for the face. The side, here you can see the nails. They're 1.5 inch and 17 gauge. And the back, this is actually more detailed than the original. Now we're gonna move on to Clarabelle, which has the exact same mold as Annie. But if you're a Thomas fan, you'll know that Clarabelle's face faces the back. And that's all the dimensions. And also we got Thomas here. This is actually a different Thomas than last time because this one's actually shorter. I did that so that they can perfectly align together, and I'll test it. And here we go. So you may not see Thomas for like a few seconds. Okay, stop. So as you can see, Clarabelle detached when Thomas left the ramp. Now I actually tested them before making this video, and I noticed that they like to detach from each other, especially with the Talking Thomas model. Oh, like that. Because if you look closely here, well, the coupling, it's a bit like the hole is bigger than what it should be, which is right there. Okay, so I'm gonna put Annie and Clarabelle aside, and we're also gonna put Thomas inside, and now we're gonna focus on the tar tanker. Okay, so now we're gonna take a look at the tar tankers. Now, funny enough, as you see on the illustration, they don't have couplings. That's a huge problem, so Thomas will have to shunt them instead of holding them. Now, I tried to make couplings, but the super glue wouldn't just hold them. I also used these tar tankers for 7-inch nails. Nothing was spray painted because he printed them in all black. And I also printed the tar decal. It's a similar font, and they both look the same on both sides. So there you go. Now I'm gonna get Thomas to shunt these. Just like with Annie and Clarabelle, you may not see him for a few seconds. Okay. He actually derailed while getting the tar tankers. Can I put the second tracks? So this one and Thomas and good. Like, that has to be a flaw. Okay, gonna put it back. Well, since these tar tankers don't have couplings, I might use them for a remake of the episode Dirty Objects. And there, those are the tar tankers. Now we're gonna take a look at the traction tires, again, illustration, but I'm not gonna open the bag because here's Toby, again, this is the same. I already put those green traction tires on him. And what I noticed is that they hit the motor a lot, and they make him very janky, as you can see. If I just try to push him like battery just wants to come off and is very wobbly. So now we're going to run him with all that jankiness, and you can see how. Now, so well, I know, I just thought about 3D printing Henrietta next, which is Toby's coach. And it's a really nice idea, but that's going to be coming soon. Very slow. All right, and that's the traction tires, and also, well, I'm gonna open Toby's shell and take out the C battery, and as you can see, the traction tires on the inside. Well, all the other engines run on AAA's. Toby's the only one who runs on the C because he's older. Okay. So, with that, that's the review. I'm Red Train Boy, signing out.